Greetings, noble Helldivers. Welcome to the Liberty, administering your required dose of democracy in STEM form. I'm your host, Vanguard, joined by the highly resilient and hyper-aware of incoming meteor storms galactic climatologist, Helldiver Interloper. The enemies of Super Earth continue to plot our demise, but it is we, the freedom-loving few, who shall deliver theirs unto them. On today's episode, almost 500 days in, we take a step back from the ongoing major order to give an appraisal of the current situation on all three fronts of the Galactic War. Helldivers previously thought lost have rejoined the fight against tyranny. And a moment of valor or treason? You be the judge. Well, actually the Ministry of Truth will be, but you get the idea. Status update. 495 days into the Galactic War. Troops. The greatest conflict in all of history rages on. Though Super Earth stands tall and defiant, her enemies have not been idle. As the war enters its 495th day, the price of liberty has been paid in blood, steel, and an incomprehensible number of orbital bombardments. The Automaton Front. The bots continue to occupy or contest planets in 8 distinct sectors. Though they remain slow and methodical, their attritional style of warfare has made them difficult to root out entirely. Recent campaigns have successfully repelled major offensives, but their grip on key regions persists, thanks in part to their fortified staging grounds and relentless production capacity. The Terminid Threat. The bugs currently plague 10 sectors, with their bioorganic infestation spreading alarmingly fast. 2 sectors are completely consumed by the gloom, with 3 more at risk as the vile haze creeps ever outward. All eyes are on Omicron, or at least they would be if anyone could see it, as it is widely believed to be the epicenter of the gloom. Its terrain must be completely bizarre, and its ecosystems equally as warped. Either way, there's strong evidence to suggest that this may be the original source of the gloom. Further expeditions into the cosmic spore cloud are being organized to confirm this theory and, with any luck, strike at the root of the menace. The Illuminate Resurgence. The fleeing Illuminate have resurfaced in 2 sectors, where they are mounting a tenacious defense on Hydrobius and Heldis. Their advanced technology continues to baffle conventional SCAF tactics, and recent events have deepened the mystery. A deep space satellite near Super Earth has gone dark, and investigations have confirmed that squid interference devices were deployed during their bold, and ultimately failed, assault on our homeworld. Several nearby planets have since vanished from system visibility. FTL travel to these sites is currently impossible. Communications are offline. Analysts consider anti-democratic activity very high in these dead zones. Then whispers among deployed Helldivers speak of strange phenomena. Entire squads disappearing, no traces found. The Ministry of Truth has dismissed these as unsubstantiated rumors. Nonetheless, a task force is working around the clock to restore network integrity and pierce through whatever veil the squids have deployed. Reclamation and reconstruction. Rebuilding efforts on Super Earth's megacities are well underway, with new fortifications being implemented to prevent any further invasion from reaching the heart of our glorious civilization. Planets ravaged by the Illuminate are also being assessed for recolonization, with citizen volunteers already preparing for replanting efforts and infrastructure recovery. The cost of liberty. About 4 billion Helldivers have given their lives since the first shot of the Galactic War was fired. That's an average of 8.1 million of the SCAF's finest every single day. Their sacrifice is not forgotten. They died fighting for each other. They died for liberty. They died for Super Earth. We salute them, we honor them, and we will finish what they started. Troops, may the flames of freedom burn forevermore in your liberated hearts. We'll be right back after this important message.
Fans of the Remedy Connected universe, prepare to return to the Federal Bureau of Control with the latest installment, FBC Firebreak, a whole new style of gameplay to the RC universe. Firebreak takes place 6 years after the Hiss invasion that nearly wiped out the FBC. A 3-player co-op FPS, Firebreak places gamers on the front lines as first responders in the Firebreak initiative. As a volunteer ready to put your life on the line for the company, you're going to be responsible for handling infiltrations from otherworldly beings causing havoc throughout the Bureau's HQ. Each team member has a specific role that comes with a specialized kit to get the job done. The splash kit wielder is the fireman and hazmat member of the team. Your role is to put out fires to ensure safe passage for your team and cleanse teammates of toxic substances. The jump kit says it all. You'll be jumping enemies as well as downed electrical devices that need a quick recharge. If you brandish the fix kit, you'll be equipped to repair broken electrical components as well as break enemies' faces with a special multi-tool. Before starting a mission, adjust the clearance, corruption, and threat levels to control your experience. And while you're out there putting out the fires caused by the mistake made by the higher-ups, remember, you're not just an office drone. You are office workers saving the world. To help spread managed democracy in the indie universe, like and subscribe to Indie Salute, where low budget meets high concept.
Transmission re-established. Stranded Helldivers return to the front. Across the stars, a wave of long-lost Helldivers have re-established contact with Super Earth Command, and just in time. For months, entire regions of the galaxy had gone dark. Communications were scrambled. FTL relays were jammed. The Ministry of Defense feared the worst. Millions of brave souls marooned, unable to receive orders or reinforce the front lines. But now, at long last, many of these stranded Helldivers have punched through the interference and rejoined the war effort. The impact has been immediate. Reinforcements are pouring into battle zones across multiple sectors, bringing much-needed firepower, optimism, and an above-average number of orbital strikes. Whether it was the gloom, residual squid tech, or sheer bureaucratic entropy that caused the blackout remains unclear. What is clear is that only 7 known galactic regions remain unreachable, and Super Earth's finest minds are working day and night to restore full interstellar connectivity. Analysts believe the gloom may be playing a role in this continued disruption, but the truth is still cloaked in bioorganic nonsense and mystery. In the meantime, celebrations have erupted across the galactic wide web, GWW, and SuperEdit, with Helldivers welcoming their wayward comrades home in true democratic fashion, with memes, mission invites, and poorly timed Hellpod drops. I haven't seen this many divers since the battle for Super Earth, wrote one veteran Helldiver. We missed you, brothers and sisters. Now grab your stratagems and get back in those Hellpods, added another. The return of these divers isn't just heartening, it's strategically essential. Every trench cleared, every bot scrapped, every bug splattered brings us one step closer to victory. So if you're one of the newly reconnected, welcome back. Your kit's waiting. And if you're still lost in the void, hold fast. We're coming. For liberty, for democracy, for Super Earth. Truly amazing news. Now let's see what Helldiver Interloper has in store for us in today's Galactic Weather Report.
Good morning, Helldivers. Let's dive headfirst into the interstellar chaos masquerading as your weather forecast. Starting on Alta 5, where the volcanic jungle continues to serve up a hot, steamy bowl of nope. Expect 120% humidity, sulfuric steam, and terminate pheromone fog so thick even your arc thrower will short-circuit and judge your life choices. Swarms of warriors and bile titans are thriving in the sauna-like climate, so if your armor starts to melt before they get to you, just call it a volcanic detox. Over on Vernon Wells, things are looking dry, dusty, and deadly, just how the automatons like it. Canyon crosswinds are reaching gale force, meaning any poor sap who calls in a machine gun stratagem should be prepared to chase it down a ravine like a dog after a frisbee. A freak static storm has rolled in, zapping commando bots mid-sentence and scrambling Patriot exosuits so badly they've started doing TikTok dances. In short, it's hot, it's windy, and everything's trying to kill you. Perfect helldiving weather. That's all for now, troops. Stay safe, stay frosty, and remember, if you can feel the weather, you're not behind enough cover.
And now for today's moment of treason. Today's submission comes from Helldiver Brixie of the 1st Sentinel Battalion, a proud admiral in the Super Earth Salute official Discord, and it sparked intense debates across the ranks of the SEAF. The clip shows Brixie dutifully engaging Terminids on a hostile world. So far, standard Helldiver heroism. But then things take a curious turn. Amidst the chittering chaos, Brixie turns to a fellow squadmate and issues a simple, chilling command: face that rock. The Helldiver obeys without hesitation, perhaps out of trust, perhaps confusion, or perhaps the unshakable obedience instilled by managed democracy. Then, without warning or ceremony, a single senator round is fired squarely into the back of the soldier's head. What followed was silence. No explanation, no citation, no final salute. Just one more Helldiver returned to Super Earth in pieces, his sacrifice marked not by bug claws or bot shrapnel, but by friendly fire. Whether this was a court-martial grade execution or a moment of battlefield justice remains to be seen. The Ministry of Truth is currently conducting a full review, and until their investigation is complete, we here at the SES cannot officially honor or condemn Brixie's actions. That said, we thank Admiral Brixie for the clip, the service, and the unwavering commitment to doing something. even if no one's quite sure what. So was it treason? Was it valor? Or just a rock that needed to be stared at? Only time will tell. Want a chance to have your moments of valor or treason featured in an upcoming episode of the Liberty? Join the Super Earth Salute official Discord, now nearing 4,200 members strong, and submit your most insane, hilarious, brutal, or confusing clips in the relevant channel. Originality, absurdity, and explosions encouraged. Just maybe warn your squad mates before you ask them to face a rock. And now for the Super Earth Art of War, on the sacred art of making things go boom. In the ancient scrolls of war, long before managed democracy, even before the blessed invention of orbital bombardment, there existed a simple, universal truth. Big booms solve big problems. This isn't mere superstition. It's physics, philosophy, and federally sanctioned military doctrine. Whether it's a well-placed Eagle 500 kg bomb or a misthrown grenade that accidentally clears an objective and your squad, explosions are the punctuation marks at the end of Liberty's sentences. It's often said, war is won with tactics. No. War is won when the sky turns orange and the crater is still smoking 5 minutes later. Have you ever watched a horde of Terminids vanish beneath an Eagle airstrike? That's not just ordnance, it's orchestration. That's Super Earth's love letter to chaos, sealed with a high-yield payload. Of course, the proper use of high explosives requires discipline, timing, and ideally, some basic awareness of your allies' location. But even when things go wrong, which they will, you must understand. A Helldiver who dies in a glorious detonation dies free. Controlled explosions save lives. Uncontrolled explosions make for great training footage. Either way, the point stands. More boom, more room for liberty. So remember, Helldivers, when in doubt, detonate. The enemy can't resist if there's nothing left to resist with. Helldivers, thank you for tuning in and for observing the mandatory viewing of this broadcast. We have some rather urgent business to attend to, so you won't see another Liberty this week. However, we have some other content in the pipeline for you all to enjoy, so keep your eyes peeled. In the meantime, head on over to Future Salute and Indie Salute and acquaint yourselves with everything we have to offer over there. We'll be back next week, so stay strong and stay forever free. For Super Earth and democracy.